Hey guys, it's Cindy, the Resale Remedy. How is everybody? Um, just sitting here and I'm just thinking, what am I going to talk about? I've been thinking about this for about a week now. And no, I didn't have a show last week. It was 4th of July week and I was like just super crammed with everything going on. Kids, house, parents, blah, blah, blah. A whole bunches of stuff. But anyway, and if you guys are on my Instagram, you'll see that we're doing we're turning the chicken palace that my husband was building, we're turning that into my eBay office. And it's going to look like a little general store. It's going to be so cool when it's finished. So I'm excited about showing you guys. So hop over to my Instagram and see it. If you're not already subscribed to my Instagram, it's resale bottom slash, what is that thing called? I don't know what it's called. Remedy, Resale Remedy, and you'll find me, okay? And look at it. It's going to be so cute. It's a mess right now, all done with scrap lumber and stuff people donated to us. If you have anything you want to donate, feel free to send it to me. And it's just going to be really cute. It's going to be a really cute office, and I think it's 14 by 12 by 14. I don't know. My husband told me the measurements and I forgot. But anyway, I don't know what to talk about today. Um, my daughter wanted me to show you what sold, but it's been so slow out there. I haven't sold anything. I sold maybe 2 things in the last week. Seriously, guys. That's what everybody's been complaining about is eBay is so slow. And it's just that time of year. I realize that. But I actually got kind of concerned because it's like once I hit 500 listings on there, it just stopped. My sales just bottomed out. It just stopped. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I broke something. So I gave it a few days, and I think it was yesterday. I don't know. My days kind of blend in together lately. It was either Monday or yesterday. I actually called eBay. I had to call them concerning another problem, but I actually called eBay, and the first problem I had was I'd received this cute my little doggy that sold. It sold June the 12th. Well, I got it back this past weekend in the mail, and it said address undeliverable. And so I contacted the buyer and tried to get her to let her know that her item has come back to me, and I'll be happy to send it back out to her. Just let me know. But after a couple of emails, she still has not got in touch with me. And I noticed she was a new seller or a new buyer on eBay. She only had like 1 feedback score, and I love that. So I contacted eBay to ask him what I need to do because I can't contact. So they in turn went in their system to see if they had a phone number or anything for her. And I guess they can't give me her phone number, but I guess customer service is going to actually see if they can get a hold of her to get in contact with me. But they told me to hang on to the item. So if this happens to any of you guys, this is the procedure. They said to hold on to the item until either eBay contacts me or customer contacts me to let me know what to do about the item. Don't relist it or anything right now because the item was paid. It's paid in full. That customer actually owns that item. They said it would not be in my best interest to relist it at this time. So I'm going to give it a couple of weeks, and they told me if I don't hear nothing back within a week or 2 to give them a call back, and they'll tell me what to do from that point on. But for right now, that little puppy got to stay here for just a little bit. But okay, so what they said to me, I told them, I said on to my second question. And what they told me is my eBay was not broken. Everything was working great. They went through my listings. They said my listings look real good. The titles were good. Everything was in place like it should be for search categories. And there was nothing wrong. They said that it is just, they say that June and July are the worst times for sales. And you guys know I do mostly clothing sales, so I'm getting hit worse. Clothing sales, used clothing sales, even new clothing sales slow down during the summer months. So she told me, and this is out of her mouth, if I hang in there for a couple more weeks, things should start to pick up. So, a friend of mine was discussing this, and shout out, hi Diane. A friend of mine was discussing it, and what we need to do is just go ahead and bulk up our listings and get ready for fourth quarter. And that is what we need to do. Don't get sad, don't get mopey, don't get dopey, and don't just fall apart. Because I was on the verge of doing just that, so I'm not going to do that. So don't do that. Pick yourself up and start typing. Get those listings up. Get some, lower some prices, run some sales, things like that. And the eBay assist did tell me to do that. She says, you might want to lower some prices. You might want to have some sales. You might want to sponsor a few items. You know, she was giving all kinds of suggestions, which I deeply appreciate, you know. But that being said, she said, that the best thing she could tell me to do was just hang in there. It's coming back. And oh, let me tell you this. There was a vicious rumor going around on YouTube and the internet that used clothing sales is going to be phased out of eBay. They are going to gradually phase out all used clothing sales. And I actually brought this up to her, the representative. I actually said, look, there's a rumor going around that you guys are trying to phase out the used clothes sales and only go for new stuff. Is that true? Is there any validations to that whatsoever? And she is like very adamant about, no ma'am, no ma'am. There is no way that eBay can even do that. She says, we wouldn't support anything like that. So I'm taking her at her word, and I'm hoping that this rumor is not true, because it would be the downfall of me. But meanwhile, I am still cross-posting. I was going to do away with my Poshmark because it's just too much. I got too much going on. But my daughter's been like, you guys know my oldest girl. She stays on top of me. Her name's Stephanie, and you'll see her in some of the chats and everything, some of the other resellers. But Stephanie is like always on top of me to keep going, Mom, keep going, Mom. And she's my drive, she's my push, and she's good at it too, because I start pushing. And so anyway, I started listing, doing some more cross posting and everything. And you gotta keep an eye on these guys. If you cross post from eBay to Posh, make sure you take something off. She caught me. I forgot to take something off of Posh that I sold on eBay. So keep on top of it, guys. Seriously, if you're cross-posting. So, I don't know. What was I talking about? My mind is mush today, guys. I'm serious. It's like so much. I was even debating on whether to do this or not. But, so that's the situation with eBay and the sales. And so I'm suggesting to everybody that we just go ahead and get ready for the fourth quarter. Go ahead and put those sales on, clean our stores up. This is an opportunity for us to do just that. Our slowdowns are an opportunity that we can clean it all up, fix it all up, and let's get ready that fourth quarter, because we know what happens on that fourth quarter. That's right. Our phones are nonstop cha-chinging, and we are busy, 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 busy. We are as busy as Santa Claus is, and that is no lie. So, all right, guys, go ahead and do that. What else? Oh, I was going to talk to you about vintage. You know, vintage is one of the most confusing things to me, and I want to do it. I love old stuff. You know, I really do. I love vintage things. I love things that look vintage and are not really vintage. And y'all know I source clothing, so I found one little thing out that's been helping me a little bit, and I told y'all a couple of weeks ago when I was on here I was going to show you what it was. I'm going to go ahead and show you, but I'm not done studying vintage, and I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm watching this. There's a way to look at the stitching. What do I have that's got cool stitching? I don't have anything. But anyway, there's a thing that's got, you got serged stitching and everything. You got to look for the stitching, but there's a lot of great videos out there to teach you all this stuff. So guys, Google them and watch them. And when you get information, feed me back information, because that is like, I need that information. So let me scooch this over, and I'm going to show you one thing that I did find out, that I did learn. Okay. All right. Let me move me. This is the RN database. Now, I got right here in my hand It's an Old Navy perfect fit sweater. Really doesn't look that old. And when you search, this has an RN number on it. And when you search the RN number, and we're going to type this in. Ready, guys? Let's go. We have 54023. Okay. Oh, let me tell you what database this is. This is the Federal Trade Commission RN database. This is the United States. And there's the link right there. Can you see that? I'll post it below when I'm done with the video. I'll post it in the description below. And I'll copy and paste it in there. So when you search it, and you can see it already searched it, but search it, comes up with the gap. Push the gap, and what you're going to see is this is actually Old Navy apparently is part of Gap Inc. Okay, I didn't know that. You guys might have known that, but I didn't know that. So, and this is all they've got in here. So San Bruno, California, the zip. There's nothing else on here. So that didn't help, right? But let me show you another thing. You go over here to CA identification number, which is the government of Canada. And this item does actually have a CA number. The CA number is 178. I'm so blind, guys, seriously. 97. All right. And you do a search on that. And again, we come up with a Gap International. But here, guys, let me show you something. This is where this material is, and I believe from what I'm learning for some of the tutorials I've been watching, the data issued is 1997, 9/25/1997, but it was modified in 2012, 3/16/2012. So I can't say that this is a 1997 sweater. I can say that is between 1997 and 2012. But if this had been said that it is it's dead. There's some of them that I looked up and said is no longer usable, is dead. And if this said 1997 to 1998, that would tell me this item is a vintage item. Let's see, is that vintage? 98? 2008? Yeah, it would be 20 years old now. So that would be a vintage item. So that's the little things. And I'll put both of these links here to see if it helps anybody. I mean, it might help you with your listings more than it would be for vintage. But I'm trying everything to learn this because I don't want to sell something and tell somebody it's vintage and it's not really. I understand mistakes can be made. And I think one of the resellers, they'll put a question mark after their, they'll say they think it's vintage, question mark. And I kind of want to be sure. I'd like to have that kind of knowledge. Right now, I'm really a knowledge seeker. So right now that I am kind of just focusing on trying to learn that. And that's why I keep hesitating passing information off to you guys, because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. And then you go list something, and it's actually been made in 2015, and people are laughing. I don't want nobody to laugh at you. And I don't want nobody to say they want their money back because it's not a vintage product. So that being said, that's why I'm so slow to passing this information out. My mouth tells you I want to give it to you right now. But my mind's telling me, slow down, I don't want to give you the wrong thing. So, but anyway. Okay, I talked about that. I still don't know what to talk about. I mean, I'm running out of things to talk about. I want to teach you guys stuff, and I also want to learn from you, but I don't know what to talk about. Oh, Linda Glenn is cooking now. Yes. Now, she's not cooking for me. I appreciate everything she's doing, but some of the stuff she's making, I've got high blood pressure and borderline diabetes, so she's not cooking for me. I thought about cooking myself, but then I didn't want to step on Lindy's toes. She's such a sweetheart, and I do not want to step on her toes. But I was like, Lindy, you gotta start cooking for us old folks, man. We got We got diabetes going on here, borderline diabetes, not real diabetes. It's controllable right now. I got high blood pressure though, and I've had high blood pressure for a long time. Ever since my daughter, my last child, was born, I've had high blood pressure. What does that tell you, huh? But anyway, I can't. Some of the stuff she makes has got loads of sodium in it and carbs. Bless her heart. But anyway, she is a sweetie pea, but I don't know what to talk about, guys. Oh, let me show you this. This is cute. I've got to figure out, hey, if anybody knows how to do this before I attempt to do it, I need to Google. But if you guys know, let me know. I went to Goodwill a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to go ahead and pick up some hard goods. I'd never done that. And so I started looking, and I got kind of like excited. I was finding things. I went back to this one thing like 2 and 3 times because I don't know nothing about this product. And I went back to it, and I finally just picked it up and said, I'm going to try it. You know, apparently my Goodwill gets these things in all the time. What is it? All right, get ready for it. I know some people say she's like really scary looking. I guess she is. I know the lady at the Goodwill counter said she was hideous. My daughter's scared to death. She's probably turning my video off right now. Anyway, this is Alice in Wonderland. See? She's in really good shape. Her little dress has got a little bit of dust shelf on it. Rewind. Shelf dust on it. And she's got, this is what I wanted to show you. She's got, can you see it? She's got a little tiny mark on her little pretty cheek. And I have not taken anything. My husband thinks peroxide cleans everything. He told me to put peroxide on it. Haven't taken anything to it yet. But what did I pay for her, guys? I paid $5.99. She is, where's my tape measure? Let me tell you how tall she is. She is, well, let's go 18. 18 inches tall. I didn't do the base. She's 18 inches tall. She's missing inside of her hand. Can you see that? I hate to say the V word because I don't know if you're allowed to say the V word on YouTube. No, not vagina. Get your minds out of the gutters, people. The V word is Velcro. I'm going to say it. It's out there. Well, I just said vagina. I guess Velcro is okay. But she's missing a little Velcro teacup that went in her hand. But you see it? I don't think you can see it. She is a numbered doll. Yes. She is, of course I can't see it, Thelma Reish. And she is number 210 of 1,500. Oh, you were seeing the back of my head, weren't you? I'm sorry. She's number 210 of 1,500. Yes. But I'm afraid to clean her. That's why she's not online. I mean, I looked it up. I mean, I think I could have a $50 to $70 price tag on her right now, even missing the teacup. But I'm afraid to clean her. I gotta clean her. Either that or I've just got to put her online as is. You know, I just don't want to mess her makeup up. And I definitely am not going to throw her dress in the wash. But she's got everything. She's got little pantaloons and everything on there. She's really cute. Really cute. Okay. Now what to talk about? I don't know, guys. You know, I have got, let me see. I'm going to turn this down. Don't get dizzy. I'm going to turn it down to the ground. Can you see all the bags and stuff? Look at that. Is that not a mess? That is what I am working on. That is my money pile out there. And that on the clothes hangers back there is stuff I just got through steaming. And I ran across another item. You guys, I'm going to stand up and bring something over here real quick. I ran across another item. Yes, I know my jeans are tore up. These are my house jeans. Let Let me stand back and show you this, guys. See this? It's a long shirt with pockets, and it's a size 16, which is a girl's, but it's Ralph Lauren, and I can't find anything on it. The material is like it feels flannel, but it's 100% cotton, of course. It's Ralph Lauren. It's got the emblem on it. It's got these little ruffles down the front. Now, I don't know whether to list this as a shirt dress or a nightgown. I really don't. So if any of you guys out there that know about this item, it's a size 16 girls. It's got up and down sleeves, you know. You can make them long, make them short, or well, 3/4 short. It's got pockets, and it is, let me tell you how long it is real quick. Let me tell you how long it is. Hang on. Okay. Let me tell you how long it is real quick. Usually I do this laying down, so not me laying down, the item laying down. Okay, from the shoulder to the hem is 34 inches. So it's a pretty good length. But anyway, I went to go put this on yesterday, and I just kind of made a draft and stopped. I'm like, I don't know really what category to list this in. I want to sell it. I mean, I can probably get about $15 for it. And it's really nice made. There's no marks on it. It's actually almost brand new. But I had looked all over for it. You know what? I didn't run the style number. Let me see something. Well, I don't know if I can do that on the phone. Well, yeah, I can't on the phone. Look, I'm telling you, my mind is mush. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can run the style number. Didn't Lindy Glenn do this in one of her videos? Let me see. I wonder if I need to type in style number. Let's try this. Style. Oh. I'm doing this with one hand, guys. I normally don't do this with one hand. Okay. All right, this number's kind of long, so bear with me. 313 528 473. Okay. Well, that didn't help. That's none of these things. A grooving on whiskey, brown suede, lace-up platform heel. This is not a platform heel. Wonder if there's another number. There's a bunch of PO numbers. Oh, here's a supplier number. I don't know what that would give me. I don't know, guys. If you have any ideas, let me know. Because I'm just going to put this back and just not list it right this minute because, well, I need the money, but I'm just going to put it back and all. But, okay, well, let me see what else I've got that we can talk about. All right, my mannequin. My mannequin's got issues. Yesterday, I was taking photos, and my mannequin kept slouching over, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with her? So anyway, I come in here this morning. She's laying face down. Well, she has no face. She's laying flat down on the ground. She fell. How did she fall? I mean, the only thing in this room is lizards and they didn't get out, and a giant fish. And I mean, he splashes water out sometimes, but I don't think he knocked my mannequin out. But she's got issues. And you can tell maybe I'm too rough with her. But see her? This is Lucy. See her? She's all wobbly. And I tightened her up, and she's still wobbly. So, I don't know. I may have to run a brace up her or something. Try to fix her. But she's really wobbly. So, I don't know. But, oh, let me tell you this. You know, I have been struggling, and I think I mentioned this the last time we talked, with this stupid way that Poshmark does their square photos. Well, I have a Google Pixel XL2, or however you say it, and it doesn't do square photos. I've tried everything to get it to do a square photo, and I cannot. I've even YouTubed how to get it to do a square photo and can't figure it out. So what I did was remember that video I showed you where I crop everything, I do this, I do that, move it over there, and it's got this border around it and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, yesterday I did like, I don't know, 5 or 6 listings yesterday, and then got some up on Poshmark as well, and not quite as many. Oops, excuse me. And not quite as many. So, you know what I did? I have all these have got to be listed too, but I got to wipe them and all. I have all these, look at this. I got cell phones, all these old cell phones. Guys, I even have a beeper over here. You remember beepers? I got a beeper. So I got all these things to clean out and put online. Well, in that pile of stuff, I have 2 iPhones. One is an iPhone 4, and the other one's an iPhone 5. So I took the iPhone 4 and I charged it up. I wiped it, and I took a bunch of pictures with it. I was so excited. I was going to use it, and I was going to put it on Poshmark and use the iPhone, because it did square photos, use that iPhone for my Poshmark phone, because you don't have to have service on an extra phone as long as you got Wi-Fi connected. You can go ahead and use an old phone, and it will actually work. You can get your apps on it and everything. It will actually work. If you guys didn't know that, my husband didn't know that, because he said, how can you use that? It's dead. It has no service. It's dead. I said, it has plenty of service. It's connected to our Wi-Fi. There's even an app, guys, that you can download, and you can get a cell phone number, and you can text from, oh, I should be telling you this stuff. Okay, but anyway, so anyway, I did all that, took my pictures and everything like that, and so I should have did this first. So I should have downloaded the Poshmark app first on the iPhone 4 before I took all those photos to list on Poshmark. This is why my day was so long yesterday, because I took all the photos, I sat down to get ready to list, and I was like, oh, let me download the app real quick. So I downloaded it. I was going to try and download it. Bam. I needed to upgrade the iPhone. So I go to upgrade the iPhone. Yeah, I can go plug it in, blah, 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 do this, do that. It wouldn't upgrade. Apparently, the iPhone 4 does not upgrade to whatever 9-something that the Poshmark app needed. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I just listed the photos, went back in, came back in here, took some more photos with my regular Google, and just cropped them and put them on there, like I normally did. Just took forever. So I grabbed the iPhone 5 last night, and I actually downloaded the app on that after I upgraded that one as well. But I had to actually plug it into the computer and do all this cleaning and blah, 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 and do all that. But I got it. I got the Poshmark app on. So I've got the iPhone 5 ready now to take some pictures. We're all ready. So that's what my intentions are. Long story short, well, I can't make it short. I've already told you the long story. But that's the story. So now I'm going to have my regular phone, which is the phone I absolutely love, my Google Pixel 2 XL. And I'm going to use the iPhone 5. Now, I'm hoping that the picture quality is going to be just as good as my Google Pixel, because I get some really good photos from my Google. But when I use that app, and this is what I've noticed, my pictures on eBay look good because they come in directly from my Google Pixel. But when I use the app from I use the pictures from eBay, I crop them in this app thing I use, which y'all saw in one of the previous shows. And by the time I put them on Poshmark, they got a dull effect. They kind of look kind of dull. They don't have that crispness to it. Crispiness, whatever. Okay, so they don't have that to it. So I'm hoping that the iPhone, I hear all these people raving about the iPhones, which I don't like. You have to jump through hoops to do things with iPhones. I don't like that. I like to turn my Androids on and turn my Androids on. I don't want to hook it up to nothing. I don't want to go to no fancy Play Store. I just want to download from Google Play, and that's it. We're good. We're good. It's one-stop shop. But iPhones, oh my word. No offense, guys, that make iPhones. But anyway, that's my intentions. I don't have the iPhone 5 in here. I'll show it to you. But it's small. It's nowhere near this big. It's little, and you can, let me see if it's equivalent to, do I have the case for it in here? It's probably equivalent to this little Verizon Samsung. It's probably about that big. And I am going to totally screw up typing on that for sure, because I have to have a huge phone. I have to have a huge phone. You know, I went into Verizon and I told the guy a few years ago when my eyesight was getting worse and worse and worse, and I said, look, just get me a some kind of an iPad or an Android tablet that I can just sit on my hip and walk around with. So he got me a good phone, and that was that I still have that phone too, guys. I use that phone, but the picture quality is not good on it. It's the Note, and it's the Note 3, and I actually love that Note 3. I love that phone. It took me forever to decide to upgrade, and the only reason I even did upgrade to the Pixel was because of all the reviews I heard on the picture quality, and they were right. They were really right about all that stuff. So, you know, this would have probably worked out better if I'd have had a live show, so long as you guys don't, you know, didn't pick my brain too much and make me crazy, you know, because I don't know the answer to anything. I think we could have done a live show today, but maybe we'll try that. Leave some comments for me down below and see if you think that I might could do a live show. I mean, Lindy does it every week, you know, and I mean, I'm not as cute as Lindy, and she's got like answers to everything. Maybe Lindy could jump on here and answer the questions for me. Maybe we can get her to get in my chat, and she can be my moderator and question answerer. I'm sure she's got better things to do than to hang out with me, though. But all right, guys, I'll go ahead and get off of here. I don't have anything else to. Well, I mean, I did get a couple more things at Goodwill if you want to see it. The hard good items. I've got to do some research on this because I don't even know what this is. It came in see this little shoebox? I don't think this was the original box. I think somebody put it in here because the box says Sterlite. I think that's a container company. And I can't even open this. What is going on? Oh, I'm trying to open it from the back. Okay. So I got this for $2.99. It's directions, and it's got brand new filters and stuff in it. I don't really know how this works. I'm just going to kind of stack it here so you can see it. And it's got this little thing right here and directions. And it's called an AeroPress. And from what I understand, and does this come out? I'm not going to take it out. I'm only going to break it before I even sell it. It's AeroPress. See? And it's like it's from the directions. I've been looking at the directions. It's some kind of espresso coffee maker thing. But anyway, I got it for $2.99. And I got to research to see what I can sell it for. I'm sure it ain't much. But anyway, I figured I'd make my $2.99 back plus more. And let me get up again. Oh, let me show you this. I dug this out of the shed. We're cleaning the sheds and everything out. And I dug this out of the shed. This, I believe, is very old. I've got to research it. But if any of you guys know anything about this product, I've got plates and saucers. Some of it's even broken. It really is. It's broken from being moved and everything. But look at this, guys. See this teapot? Look at this. It's got little, can you see it? Little cutouts and everything in it. And it's got some kind of little design on it. And see the top? See that? If any of you guys, it's chipped. A lot of this is chipped. It's like it's some kind of pottery or something. I can't stand that scratchy noises it makes every time. But there's nothing on it. There's no name. I got no name. See? I got no name. But one of the, let me get down here for 1 second. One of the, like I said, this stuff has been in my shed. One of the plates has, can you see this? I don't know if you can see it. Has a little marking on the bottom. Anyway, I can't make out what it is. It's like it's, let me turn the flashlight on the phone. Hang on just a sec. Oh, I missed a call. Got to do the mammogram thing tomorrow, guys. Yeah, fun, right? You know what it says? Japan. But it looks really cool. And I had bought this set. I had bought this stuff. This is why it's in my shed. I had bought this stuff. It's a whole set. It's like there's there's a sugar dish, cream dish, and these aren't broke. These aren't broke. There's 4 coffee cups. One of the coffee cup handles is, look at this. Girl. One of the coffee cups handle's broken and everything. But it's got hay all over it, of course. Everything I own has hay all over it. And I thought it was vintage, but I just saw the word Japan. So I guess it's vintage from Japan. I got to figure out what it is, though, and how I'm going to ship it if I do put it online to sell it and everything. Okay, I know you guys are so tired of me right now. But anyway, I'll link those 2 links that I show you down below. I don't know if it'll help anybody or not, but I'll go ahead and link them down below. But just wanted to hop on here and say nothing. Just say nothing. I'm so sorry. But hopefully I'll work up a better show for you next week. And maybe we'll try that live thing. Leave me some comments below. See if you think I can do it. I don't know. But anyway, I love all you guys. And I will see you next time. All right, guys. Take care. Cindy, the Resale Remedy, saying goodbye.